Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Jay and welcome to my channel. Girl, we are back with another goodie. I saw somebody on TikTok say that Boho, what happened to the Boho locks? What happened to all this and all this and all that? I was like, you know what? Nothing happened to the Boho locks. It's feel like Boho knotless have really taken over the summer because it's easy, it's fun, it's flirty. But Boho locks are just as easy, fun, and flirty. I absolutely love this. I have a little function that I'm going to this weekend, so I'm so excited to see these in water with a bathing suit looking cute. It's the summertime. This is the perfect time to try all the styles that you want. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look, make sure that you do stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Now, before we get into anything else, I do want to go ahead and shout out to our sponsors today. We work with Eayon Hair. Eayon Hair, I've worked with them one time before, and I absolutely love their hairs. I feel like it's so soft, it's great quality, and they have a ton of different options for us to work with. So today, they sent us over 4 packs of their 26-inch Boho Body Wave Crochet Locks for us to play with today. Yes, they sent me 26 inches. Don't you know how tall I am? I don't know, girl. But it's so cute and it's so long. And one thing that I absolutely love about this hair more than anything is that it's already like done together. I don't know if y'all remember the last time that I did the locks. The last time that I did the locks, I had to go buy the actual soft locks. Then I had to spend 4 hours prepping the hair just to get it to this. Then I had to install it in my head. It took forever to prep. So I'm so grateful that these companies are coming out with a way to skip all of that legwork and just give us exactly what we want. So when you get the locks, this is actually what it looks like. As you see, it's so pretty. I feel like the body wave hair just gives it that extra so cute. And they have a variety of different types of boho locks. If you want curly hair, if you want like the body wave hair, so many different things to choose from. So I do want to say thanks to them again for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to have a link down below with that you can click on where you can go save some money when you're ordering your boho locks and things like that. So don't forget that. But let's go ahead and get into the products because I'm just so excited to show y'all how I eat this down. So before we get into the products, I do want to it is important that I mention that I done this style 2 different ways. It's just that I chose the better of the ways that looks better to me. Now with the crochet locks, you can braid your hair down and just crochet the locks in individually like that, or you can do them individual per square like how I did this time. I'm gonna have a video here just showing you like a clip of what I'm actually talking about, but I feel like that other method left my hair feeling really bulky. You guys know I don't like bulky hairstyles. I don't like things that are gonna have a lot of tension on my hair. It's the bulkiness above anything to me. There are tons and tons of creators out here showing you ways to do the crochet where you braid your hair down and then just, you know, kind of interlock the locks on there. There are tons of creators showing that, but I don't really see a lot of creators doing this way. And I feel like this is a whole lot light and airy. You have more movement, you can do more styling with it, but there are so many different ways for you to do this. So as far as the products are concerned, they did send me over 4 bundles or 4 packages of the crochet locks. I ended up using 2 and a little of the 3rd. If you are going to do it the other method, you are probably going to need every bit of 3 packs, maybe 4, because you have to find a way to fill in that space. It's going to leave your hair feeling a whole lot more full and more out this way, but you guys know I like things to be a little bit more sleek and just, as far as the hair that I use to wrap, I did get a pack of the 20-inch pre-fluffed spring twist hair from Free Tress. I'm gonna have that link for you here. I did go on with some magic fingers. I didn't have to use too much because I didn't want the scalp to be super greasy, but it is great for moisturizing your scalp. You are going to need a 3 mirror. I feel like the braiding rack is actually kind of optional. I didn't really have to use it. Just something to place the locks on. And then of course comes clips and patience. But this style really did not take a long time at all. I said I was gonna put a timer up to see how long it took, but I had to stop and go get my daughter, so we didn't get to do that. But trust me, this style did not take a long time at all. This is definitely something you can do in the beginning of the day and be ready to go out at the night. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see how she just look. Thanks for watching thus far. Let's go ahead and get into technique. What if I told you that this is literally my 2nd time filming this video? from beginning to end. Literally, I filmed everything, and when I was editing, I just really wasn't feeling it. First of all, this pimple. Okay, we are back, and when I tell you, yeah, I just did not like the way that I was looking in that video. I was looking very irritated, I was looking sleepy and drained, and I didn't like how the style came out as well. It just wasn't my best work, and I was just like, I could do so much better if all I do is just take my time. So I woke up this morning, got me a coffee, took it out, and I was like, we're gonna start over. So let's go ahead and get into it. Two things that I did realize: I do not like the traditional way of crocheting the hair, where you just braid the hair back and then just crochet in. I would prefer to individually wrap each lock. If you're not into that, then yeah, I really don't like bulky hairstyles. Other thing, this hair is absolutely reusable based upon how you take them out. If you take the time and take them out the right way, then you can absolutely reuse them. It took me about 30 minutes to take out all of the locks. Granted, the ones on the back were braided down and crocheted in, and then the front ones were individually wrapped. So yeah, that process took me about 30 minutes, so that is good to know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna skip over the parting method because I do have several parting videos on here, but I will get back to you after we have parted and braided each section. Okay, so parting and everything is pretty much done. As you see in the back, I went ahead and done each individual square, and then in the tops I just done the rows because I'm kind of gonna do those as I go. I don't know why parting took a little bit longer this time. This is my first time dividing my head like this and parting. You guys know typically I just go up rows up the head, but this time I did like the top and then I did the bottom separately. No real reason why, I just wanted to try something differently than what I normally do. So this is what the actual locks look like. As you see, the loop for them is actually really small. It's not super like big and weird looking. I love that. It's gonna make sure that it's not like a big lump in like your lock, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and do all of these in the back first. Each package of locks comes with 24 individual locks. So I'm gonna count how many that I need in the back. So I counted, so it looks like I have 27 braids in the back. And so I'm gonna use like a pack and a few more to do this. Let's go ahead and get busy, start the music.
First things first, you're gonna take that crochet hook and you're gonna take your lock and slide it right onto the hook, just like that. Now you wanna take your hair, sliding it into the hook and making sure you close the clasp, and you wanna take your hair and pull it through the lock. Now because my hair is a little bit longer, I'm going to take a minute and just braid it down a little bit more because some of it did come loose as I was waiting to get to this braid. Now you're going to take your crochet needle and slide it through the base of your plait. Now once you have through the base, you're going to take your hair and place it onto the hook. Make sure you close that clasp as to not snag your natural hair. Now this part is going to depend on the length of your natural hair. You see how we kind of folded the hair? You want all of that to line up to be the same length. This is how you keep from cutting your hair when it's time to remove the locks. It may really seem like we're adding a lot to the base, but this is just prepping it to get ready to like wrap the hair. Trust me, it's not going to be bulky at all. So now you want to take your spring twist hair and you want to slide that through the base as well. Make sure you close that clasp. I'm telling you, you will snag yours so bad if you don't make sure that's done. So now you just want to take your hand and grab it around everything except that piece of hair that's like hanging out that you're going to use to wrap. You want to grab that all together, and like I was saying, you want it to all be the same length. Now you just want to pull down on what's in your hand and then begin wrapping. Whichever way that you wrap, it does not matter. You just want to make sure that you're being consistent with it as you go down the lock. Unless you are actually changing the color of your lock and it's different from your natural hair color, you don't really need big pieces of the spring twist hair. You can use smaller pieces. Just make sure that you are consistent with your wrap. If you feel like you have big spaces, just go back up it, go back down it. You know, you can kind of do it however you like, and as you get towards the end, you just want to secure it in a space, and then you're good to go.
Alright, so we are done with the back. I will say that the back is probably going to be the most difficult, only because the reach, like it's such an arm workout. But I'm loving the results so far. It is very long. I would suggest if you want it to sit like right at like your waist or something, maybe not getting 26 inches. I recommend maybe like 18 inches, 20 inches the longest in my opinion. This is definitely longer than I would have actually gone for, but I'm doing a little belt thing this weekend, so I think that it'll actually be kind of cute. So we're gonna go ahead and do the top now. Like I said, it's already been pre-sectioned. Oh, and this only took me like 2.5 hours to do the back side. I think the top is gonna go a whole lot quicker though because it's easier to reach. So let's get to it.
So I did just want to show you a different point of view from the front view. So I'm just going to go ahead and braid that hair down just a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and crochet that needle through. And I'm actually filming this in live time because I want you to know how long it takes me to do each lock if I was, going at a good pace. Now we're just going to go ahead and take that needle, take it through the base, and pull my hair through. Now the hair on this side of my head is a little bit shorter than it is towards the middle. So as you see, as we're lining up the lengths of it, we don't have to pull down that far. I'm going to take that spring twist hair and crochet it through the base one more time. Now you only want to leave a little bit of the spring twist in the actual side, that's going to be wrapped. You don't want it to make it too thick, so you only need to leave a little bit. As you see, sometimes as I'm prepping what's going to get wrapped, I like to leave the spring twist like secured in my mouth. Unsanitary, but so helpful. And now that we got everything, we just grab it in our hand and then we begin to twist. Now you want to be careful when you're twisting at the root because this can be really tight. You won't be able to move your hair or style it or anything like that for like a day or two until it kind of like settles. I am extremely tender-headed. I know you can't tell, but I am, so I have to be very careful. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just wrap down like I have been. And this is why I was saying it's so good that the loops on the lock are really small, so you don't have that big bulge as you're like wrapping down. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the spot right there where typically you would have a really large bulge, but we don't have one, so super good. The easiest part about this is that you don't have to wrap for long. Depending upon how long your hair is, you can literally stop wrapping once you get to the end of your hair. This is so good because it's going to make it so much easier to take these locks out, and I don't have to worry about cutting my hair or anything like that, because I know that's why y'all hate the locks.
And just like that, we are done. We are completely finished with the locks. They came out absolutely more beautiful than I could have imagined. I don't know if y'all saw the first video the first time that I tried to do locks, and it did not turn out the best. But today, I think that these results are absolutely like, I love them so much. When I got done, my friend, she was like, wait a minute, I like those. And I'm like, I like them too. And they are super long. Baby, I don't need 26 inches of anybody's hair in my head, being that I'm already short. But I think that these are absolutely so cute. I can already imagine all the different things I can do with it. I'm normally a middle part girl for most things, but I'm thinking for this, because it is so long, no, middle part eats down too. But I'm absolutely loving like a side part moment just because it lays flat. You see what I'm saying? It just lays so flat, gives me the ability to show a little baby hair there or whatever. And the hair is so soft. And I'm not gonna add any mousse or anything to it because I feel like once you start adding mousse to your hair, then you have to wash it over time because it is human hair. So I'm not gonna add any mousse. I'm just gonna stick to adding water, maybe like some leave-in conditioner. Depending upon how long I keep the style in, maybe I will wash it. I'm not sure yet. Not sure, but I don't know. I think I'm actually really loving it. Like I mentioned before, I have like a little thing I'm going to this weekend, a little boat party. So I don't know, we shall see. Well, I hope that this video was super helpful. We are going to be doing a ton of content on this hair, so if you want to see how I style it and where I wear it to and all that stuff, make sure that you do subscribe to your own. And yeah, so definitely make sure that you check out Eayon Hair. I'm gonna have their Instagram and their store linked right here so that you can go and click and order these. When I tell you, girl, these cut down all of the hard work. You have to go get these if you are interested in boho locks. All right, girl, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.